welcome to the Jamesburg Presbyterian Church. Today is Sunday, July the 5th, 2020. Great to have all of you who are viewing this worship service out there, and even if you're not catching it at the time we're doing it, it's also wonderful to have a live congregation. It's been really an interesting experience preaching to empty pews. First service back since mid-March. So it's great to have two different kinds of audiences. And there'll be two different kinds of experiences. Some of the video will be different than what the congregation will see because they will get the advantage of the sermon slides as well. We can't do both, unfortunately. We're still working on the technology stuff. Also, look forward to our getting online on either our website or YouTube. We've had some technical glitches. We're still overcoming those kinds of problems. But we are working in that direction. We've got new equipment, we've installed new equipment, and we're still trying to work with the programs. YouTube is a bit of a challenge. I thought it would be easier than it actually is. Today is a Communion Sunday. If those of you who are viewing at home would get some grape juice and some bread or some wine, whatever you do at home is fine with me. Here, however, have self-contained units. If you've ever been to a diner or a restaurant that has those creamers, this is essentially what it is, except there's two different things that you pull away. The first pull away is the clear one, which will reveal the wafer, and the second pull away is a thicker one that will reveal the grape juice. So when we get to that part of the communion service, we'll partake of the elements. And so if you don't have one of these, you can get them from up here in the front. Again, it's great to have all of you here today. Our first song today is How Deep the Father's Love for Us. And the words will be on the screen. the book of the Song of Songs, or also known as the book of the Song of Solomon. Depends upon which version we get the passage from, or which translation, but it's the same book. I'm reading from chapter 2, verses 8 through 13, and this is a passage that is assigned for this day. Listen, my beloved, look, here he comes, leaping across the mountains, bounding over the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Look, there he stands behind our wall, gazing through the windows, peering through the lattice. My beloved spoke and said to me, Arise, my darling, my beautiful one, come with me. See, the winter is past, the rains are over and gone. Flowers appear on the earth. The season of singing has come. The cooing of doves is heard in our land. The fig trees form its early fruit. The blossoming vines spread their fragrance. Arise, come, my darling, my beautiful one, come with me. Here ends this reading from God's word. Let us pray. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of all of our hearts be acceptable now in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. So I heard about a 92-year-old widower who was not feeling very well, so he went to see his doctor. The doctor gave him an exam, talked to the man about how things were going in his life, and then wrote some prescriptions for him. About 3 weeks later, the doctor saw that same older man at the shopping mall, walking hand in hand with a beautiful 20-something-year-old woman. Surprised, the doctor went up to him and said, So, I guess you're feeling a lot better. The man said, See, I took your advice and things are great now. The doctor said, What advice? The man said, Well, you told me to get a hot mama and be cheerful, so I did. Things are a lot better now. The doctor said, That is not what I told you. I knew we should have done a hearing test. I told you you have a heart murmur and you need to be careful. There are probably a lot of people who know that the Song of Solomon or the Song of Songs is in the Bible, but probably many of us do not know much about it. If you read it, you would discover that it is a very sensual poem, graphically so. The poem is the story about a king who wants to bring into his harem a beautiful woman who happens to be in love with a common man. If she goes to the king's harem, she will live a pampered life with plenty of rich foods and nice clothing and safety and security. But to be in the harem, she must give up her freedom to be who she wants to be and to love who she wants to love. She becomes the property of the king. However, our unnamed heroine loves who she loves, and she does not want to be in the king's harem. She does not care about the pampered harem lifestyle. She does not care that she will spend time with the king and maybe even bear a child with him. She is strong. She is independent. She knows what she wants in life, and she passionately pursues her dream and her love. And in the end, she wins. I would like to think that the Beatles wrote their song, Can't Buy Me Love, because they were inspired by this Old Testament book, but probably not. In ancient Israel, this book was used in the marriage ceremony as a sort of community drama. Everyone had a part and would say their lines at the appropriate time. From this book comes a great truth, a reminder to us all about the power of love. In chapter 8, the woman says, Love is as powerful as death. It bursts into flame and burns like a raging fire. Water cannot put it out. No flood can drown it. But if anyone tried to buy love with his wealth, contempt is all he would get. words of the Beatles, I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. The Song of Solomon is a piece of wisdom literature that promotes a sometimes wild view of love and desire. It is interesting that God is only peripherally mentioned in the book. While most of our culture focuses on sensual love, and it's a detached, two-dimensional kind of thing found in magazines and on computer screens, the Song of Songs promotes a view of love that is wholly three-dimensional and placed in the context of a committed relationship. It's a lengthy poem about two lovers pining for one another and imagining the joy of their time together. Some scholars, of course, have long debated whether the song should be in the Bible at all, while others have suggested that it is simply an allegory of the relationship between God and Israel, or Christ and the church. Ideally, the followers of Jesus Christ should have a passionate love for Jesus. He should be the center of our lives. In the best of circumstances, Israel would passionately love God. While we do not know if the author had this allegory in mind specifically, we do know that in these verses we see the kind of intimacy that God intended us to have with God and with one another from the beginning. A relationship where commitment wins out over self-gratification. What we learn from this book is there are three key elements in a successful relationship. These are commitment, communication, and cooperation. These are the three C's. Most of our culture views of love tend to be either pornified or where people are seen as mere objects existing for our pleasure, or prudified, where we pretend that we don't really relate and react to one another physically. Both of these views focus on only one dimension of human relationships. The writer of Song of Songs, however, is concerned with the commitment that we should have as the basis of our relationship with God and with one another. In Song of Songs, our heroine is confident of their commitment to each other, so that she says, "My lover is mine, and I am his." Do you and I know as much about our commitment in our relationships with loved ones, with family members, with friends, with siblings? Do we know as much about our relationship with God? Do we truly belong to God, and do we know that God is ours? The truth is that love is the result of time and energy invested in commitment, loving the people around us unconditionally, loving God unconditionally. It is the result of being faithful and focused in loving that other person, in loving God. People in a mutually committed relationship know that no matter what happens, they are loved and they will return that love. Within the bounds of that commitment, they are free to give and receive everything, holding back nothing. You and I are living in a soundbite world where people try to economize words and minimize feelings. If it fits into a text message, we can say it. Sometimes we do not even use real words, LOL. Even at home, couples communicate through short bursts of information, coordinating schedules, getting children here and there, deciding what is for dinner, and maybe throwing in an appropriate emoji. Real communication, however, takes time and energy. Read Song of Songs all the way through, and we see these two lovers writing out their deepest thoughts, which did not get text messaged in 2 minutes. When was the last time we told our children that we love them, that we are proud of them? When was the last time we told our friends that they can always count on us? When was the last time we told the Lord Jesus we unwaveringly belong to him? The final C is for cooperation. Cooperation is the process of people working or acting together for a common, mutual, and underlying benefit, as opposed to working in competition for selfish benefits. Sometimes organizations have mission statements wherein they establish their goal, their reason for being, so that everyone knows what they must do to cooperate within the organization. However, lots of organizational mission statements can be a lot of wordy, idealistic fluff. In our personal relationships, we usually work together by assumption rather than by mutually established goals. We assume the other person knows what we want because, well, they just should know. As a matter of fact, many relationship problems are the result of the assumption that each knows what the other needs and wants. In the body of Christ, we usually assume that everyone knows what we are supposed to do to be effective followers of Jesus Christ in the community. How's that working out for the church universal in our culture today? The correct answer is not so well. While the Song of Songs does not reveal our young couples doing things like taking out the trash and firing up the lawnmower together, we must know, based upon what we do read, that this couple is working together toward a firmly established goal in their relationship. They are deeply committed to each other, and they communicate their passion for each other and their wants and their needs. They are cooperating with each other as they work for their future together. In this body of Christ, our cooperation is best seen through the love we display for each other and for those in our community. Our cooperation is seen in the work of our deacons, who volunteer generous hours in our food pantry as they serve those in need in our community. Our cooperation is seen as we do the hard work of reestablishing ourselves as a church in this community, energizing people to be followers of Jesus Christ, and firing up our passion for the Lord Jesus in an intimate relationship with Him. So that there is no misunderstanding of what I'm saying here, let me say a few words about the word intimate. The word intimate is related to the Latin word intimus, which means inmost. Intimacy is all about a deep sense of belonging and love created through transparency, dialogue, and sharing. That's the definition. Although it also refers to physical and sensual relations, this aspect, the sensual aspect, is a lot further down the list of definitions when we consult the dictionary. Sadly, our culture has hijacked the word, redefining intimacy almost entirely in terms of sexuality. In fact, to talk about intimate friendships with people in the church, especially when they are of the opposite sex, will often raise some eyebrows. The irony is that a culture so obsessed with sex can be so desperately lacking in real intimacy. And yet, it is actually not ironic at all. The lack of intimacy is pre-programmed into our misunderstanding of the word itself. By setting up sexual fulfillment as the peak of intimacy, it becomes all too easy to completely miss out on this deeper, fuller, more satisfying reality. When we talk about an intimate relationship with the Lord, we're talking about our belonging to God through Christ, our dialogue with God through prayer, and our sharing in God's values, primarily the value of unconditionally loving the people in our lives and the people in our community. Intimacy requires our commitment, our communication, and our cooperation. Do each of you have that kind of relationship with God? Is it something we can all work on together? Those who think the Bible is boring have clearly never read the Song of Songs. It is a sensual poem, a story about two lovers in love. In this song's 5th chapter, the woman awakes in the middle of night and discovers that her beloved is gone. She searches for him anxiously. She calls out his name, but he doesn't answer. Eventually, she runs out into the streets of the city, only to suffer unspeakable abuse by the city guards. They beat her, They tear her clothing from her. Despite the equivocations of flowers and perfumes and beautiful gazelles, this city in which she lives is no Eden, but rather a broken, fallen world riddled with vulnerability and pain, just like ours. In this postmodern world today, no less than the ancient one, human bodies, human egos, human stories are fragile things, though wonderfully and fearfully made. If love is sacramental, it can actually be so only in the context of genuine, unconditional love and care, tenderness and faithfulness, precisely because God is love, tender, faithful, and true. God wants an intimate relationship with each one of us. In fact, God sent Jesus Christ into the world to establish that loving kind of relationship with each one of you. All you and I need to do is receive Jesus into our lives. It is that simple, and yet that difficult. For when we receive the Lord, we will belong to the King, the God of salvation. And for many, that is a difficult thing to do. Let us pray. Gracious God, we pray that you would be with each one of us. Fill us with your Spirit. We pray for healing for so many people. We pray for Wendy. We pray for all those who need your healing touch. We pray for doctors who minister over patients. We pray that they might know the right way to go in their treatment and care. We pray for healthcare workers on the front line still dealing with the COVID virus. We pray that you would give them strength. We pray that you would help them to know your presence in their lives. We pray for civility within our nation, within our world. We pray that you would bridge the divide between people of opposing political views, so at last we can have a civil conversation about our differences. We pray that you would bring healing to our world, healing to our nation, healing to our cities, healing for all people. We pray about the brokenness that we experience